Hey guys, Random Reviews here, and today I'm reviewing The Rose Labyrinth by Titania Hardie. So the entire story is surrounding these parchment papers that have been passed down through the generations. The parchment papers have riddles on them that, when they're solved, lead to this massive clue that dates back all the way to the 1600s. So that sounded really interesting to me, and I was really looking forward to the read, and I got about 100 pages in, and the story just seemed to flop. And I was really shocked by it, especially since the story is 384 pages long, and it seemed like a really great read. It seemed very interactive, especially because the hardcover edition I bought had these parchment papers in them that you could try to solve and go along with through the book. Unfortunately, I just didn't seem to connect with the characters, or the story, and that's really sad to take place, because usually I'm really good with connecting with a character or a setting in the story. Unfortunately, with the storyline that she gave, it seemed really interesting, but by the time I made it to the end, I really didn't care how it all turned out. I found that the author had used a lot of filler words. She gave descriptions about settings or characters or just inanimate objects, and they made no difference to the story whatsoever. Another thing was with the characters. We have three main characters that play a very key role in the story, because there are a lot of characters in this story. We have Will and Alex Stafford, and we also have a girl named Lucy as well. I can't remember her last name right now, though. They play a key role in the book because of the fact that they're connected to these parchment papers. And unfortunately, I didn't find any connecting points or unique characteristics or any depth to these characters at all. I found that they were very bland characters. When a group of them would be talking together, I just found that I would get confused as to who was saying what if the author didn't put who had said what. And I found that she also changed character perspectives a lot. And sometimes that's a good thing, but unfortunately I found she changed the character perspectives so much and their point of views so much that I would get lost as to whose point of view I was following. I also found that the author forced a lot of things in the novel that maybe could have been put in a little more smoothly. I understand when you do have a mystery novel you're writing, you have certain things that you need to put into that story to give that extra depth to the story, but unfortunately I found that the author had just forced it too much. She also did flashbacks to the 1600s, and if she was trying to make it mysterious, she did a really good job, because I felt like they weren't needed. They weren't necessary to the story. She could have probably cut those flashbacks from the 1600s out of the book. So unfortunately for me, The Rose Labyrinth was not a good read. I did give it to that last page to pick up, but unfortunately it just didn't. It wasn't a read for me, but it might be for you. So go pick up a random book and read. Bye guys.